So they've all settled in? Okay, good. Where am I? I'm in first class, mate. There's no way I'm sitting in economy with you lot. Well, I'll tell you what, just make sure once we get to altitude they all take a nap. We need them fresh and ready to go when we get to Leipzig. Hey guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to Season 8, Episode 12 at Brentford, the final season, and today we have two massive games. We are off to Germany right now to face RB Leipzig in the Champions League quarterfinal second leg. Of course, we won the first leg 1-0, and then it's off to Wembley to play Leicester City in the FA Cup semi-final as we look for 3 straight FA Cup titles, which would be an absolutely amazing thing. Now, we start in the medical centre, and it's not the worst thing that could have happened, but Hannibal Mabry has picked himself up a tight thigh. He did it in training. He's been out for 2 or 3 days, but his expected day is a day or two, and we're at the point now where we're off to Leipzig, and do we risk him or not? And I don't think it's worth it, but it's a big, big blow because he has been quite good for us this year, particularly in Europe. You can see there, averaging 7.28. So that's a big, big disappointment for us, but hopefully we'll be able to get by without him. But yeah, not ideal. And it's the fact that he's almost there as well is frustrating. Now, there is one game to catch you up on since last episode. That was against Fulham in the Premier League. My brain went blank there. So let's go see how that went as we look to close in on our first Premier League title. Skander Suisi got the only goal midway through the second half. So, not for the first time this year, Skander Suisi has popped up with a wonderful free kick to rescue it for us. This was very much a rotated side. We did deserve the win. We gave it to Boo in this one for one of the youngsters that's coming through the academy. Godfrey Chewy, I guess you'd pronounce it. He was potentially quite good. So we went with him and Matt Keach up top. That didn't particularly work. We switched to wingers late on. The main thing is we got there in the end, and it turned out to be a very, very big win indeed, because if we have a look at the league table, a lot of the teams around us didn't manage to get the win, which means that with a game in hand, we're a point clear. Obviously, when we'd had a game in hand before, we weren't always a point clear. Tottenham dropped points as well, I think, didn't they? They lost to Burnley. So if we were to win that game in hand, we would go a full 4 points clear of Manchester United in second. Now, we go to Manchester United on the final day. We also still have to go away to Chelsea. They are our biggest 2 obstacles left in the season. So it's, I don't want to say it's looking good, but it's looked worse, hasn't it? That's for sure. But today we do park the league. We have the second leg here against Leipzig. Then we go to Wembley to face Leicester. Let's have a look and see what we're doing in the first game here against Leipzig. We are the favourites. We are heavy favourites. We are in excellent form. Everything is set up for a heartbreaking loss here, isn't it? I should say too, you can see in the first leg of the tie that we'll play the winners of the tie. Roma beat Real Madrid 3-1 away from home. So it could be a very good Roma team, and it could be we're about to find out how good in the semi-finals. Now, Julian Nagelsmann is still the manager at RB Leipzig. Obviously, he was there last game. A balanced passing style of play. This is what they did last time out. They lost to Mainz, so let's hope they have more of that. We can see they played the same formation they did against us last time. Positional heat map is there. A little bit narrow, perhaps, but they do like to attack with width. Passing network and their key passes as well. And this is a team we're sending out to hopefully get us into the last 4 of the Champions League. Martinez will go in goal. Pavlovic and Amundo at the back. Scott down the right. He's a liability defending headers at the back post. Let's hope that doesn't come back to bite us. It's Vazquez down the left. It's Matteo, Lucianinho, and Rambleson comes in for Mabry for this one. Ramblison's a little bit match fatigued, but it's sort of a case of needs must. Lavery in behind Vassi and Arp. Come on, boys. Let's do this. Alright, so everybody is lining up as we expected them to. No surprises, which is nice. And what do we say to this? Go out there, prove a point today. Do I calmly say, just relax, boys. Just relax. A little bit of passion that we have faith. And, I mean, if we keep a clean sheet, we win. So that's something. Alright, here we go in Leipzig, and that's what, Eastern Germany, I think, isn't it? So, this is a big chance for us. Obviously, it's our last chance, this being the last season, to get into the Champions League semi-finals, and hopefully even further than that. But, well, yeah, we'll just see how we go here. We've got a nice early highlight. There's a great ball for Vazquez. He's in here. Vazquez shoots off the post. Oh, so unlucky for Vazquez. Of course, an away goal would absolutely have us flying here. Scott gets himself forward. Scott has a go. And he's a little bit further away than Vazquez was. But that was so unlucky for Jesus Vazquez. Almost the hero in the opening 5 minutes. Yeah, I mean, if we can get that away goal, obviously, it's going to make our life a lot more comfortable, and it will really mean they have to open up and have a go at us. But that's a loose header there. Scott picks that up, and can we hit them on the break here? He's got a bit of a lungy tackle there. Rambleson with a chance. Now he gets it down the line for Scott. Can he pull it back? Up's lurking. He goes, look at the edge of the area. There it is for Lavery. Lavery down to Rambleson, and Rambleson sticks it away. In for this one for Hannibal Mabry. It's his 7th of the season, and we're 1-0 up in Germany. Wonderful start, wonderful stuff, and that is 2-0 on aggregate. They now need to score 3, and yeah, well, that's wonderful, isn't it? Wonderful, wonderful stuff. And well, they'll have to have a go at us now. I'll tell you what, credit to Lavery there as well, keeping his head, not just lashing his foot through it. He saw Rambleson in a good position, and he found him beautifully. Now, of course, the problem is with a return highlight straight from the kickoff, we don't really want them to get straight back into this game, but what we could do is kill it off. Scott intercepts a loose pass. Here we go with Lucianinho. He gets it forward to Vassi. Come on, Vassi. What can he do? Cross towards the back post. Scott's there. Scott brings it down. Scott finishes, and we're 2-0 up. And it has been a 1-2 punch, and that was a really, really nice goal. And that should be that. They need 4 goals now. There is surely no way that they're going to do that. And we might be heading into the last 4 of the Champions League to face AS Roma or potentially Real Madrid for a place in the final. A good goal, wasn't it, from Scott? Composed, good first touch, whacked it in the back of the net with his second. And, well, there we go. That's almost job done inside 15 minutes. We'll give them some praise. Hopefully they won't score from this. We're playing quite well here. They're going to have to open up now. And, I mean, there's always a chance they could open up and rip us to shreds. And that's a good save from by Martinez. He's been a good little pickup, hasn't he? £5 million. I really did want Siders Webb to be our man this season, but it was ultimately just a good set of header away. Yeah, it was. Vasquez, I think. It was ultimately just, I think, 1 season too soon for him to really, really step in and be that first choice, week in, week out goalkeeper. I think this time next year, he'll be the man. And unfortunately for Siders, this FM21 has come out just... what is that? Oh, Martinez has saved us. But, boys, we don't need to gift them away back into this. And that is half-time. And we've got to wait. I mean, it could so easily be 2-1, couldn't it? But look at that. 2 goals inside a minute. Inter's 2-0 up over Barcelona as well. Of course, that doesn't really affect us till we get to the final, should we get to the final. What do we want to say to this? Please keep it going, boys. Scott, just don't get yourself sent off, please. Who have we got here? Madio's not having a great time of things, so a little bit more from you, please. A little bit more from you, please. Vasquez, though, you were so unlucky not to score on that first goal. All I've really done there by criticising them is annoy them, isn't it? But that's okay. Demand more. Fete Arp is looking pressured. Ideally, the players on the bench... we'll leave them there because they're sort of penciled in for Wembley, but only penciled in. Depends how many of these guys pull up. We'll obviously we'll try and play the strongest team we have at Wembley as well. This second half is just ticking by. We'll give them some praise and see if that helps us at all. Let's make a change up front. Let's get Mehdi Keach on for Fete Arp, who's not had a great day up there, and see if he can get himself something going here. And here we go with a throw. Scott for Rambleson. Rambleson back to Scott. Cross towards the back post. Vasquez is there. Vasquez has himself his goal. And if there was any doubt, that's gone now. It's 4-0 on aggregate. It's 3-0 on the night. We've absolutely gone to Germany and ripped RB Leipzig to pieces. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. This is... look at that nice little backheel flick there from Rambleson. Vasquez completely unmarked at the back post. And it's his 5th of the season. And as I said, he was unlucky. He hit the inside of the post in the opening few minutes. At least, I can't believe how we have so little possession, but so much attacking threat. It's ridiculous, isn't it? We're like a Jose Mourinho team, that Inter Milan team, but good. We actually can score goals. Bowen says they were excellent. Well, it was good, but we can't get complacent, boys. We're off to Wembley now. So first leg triumph helps Brentford past RB Leipzig. It was a stunning second leg, really, that got us there, wasn't it? 4-0 on aggregate in a quarter-final of the Champions League. We've got some more money in the bank. Scott, I mean, he can get forward, can't he? It's such a shame he is so weak in the air. jumping reach and strength. He's just got nothing. Otherwise, he would be a world-class right back. He just can't defend. But anyway, let's not worry about that. That is, that's Champions League job done. Wait right there, guys. We'll be back for Wembley and see if we can get ourselves back to the final. Okay, welcome back. Now we have some bad news, and that is that Matteo is out for 3 to 4 weeks. That is a big, big blow for us. We have James Garner who can come in and play the same role in the team. What we don't have is someone to rotate him with, and we have a lot of fixtures coming up. We are at April 14th, and we still obviously have, semi-finals to go of the Champions League. Hopefully a final. Premier League games are racking up as well. So that leaves a little bit of a hole in our sort of defensive midfield slot. So hopefully he'll be back much, much closer to the 3 weeks than the 4 weeks. But injured lifting weights, it always makes me think, what are you doing? And the other news is that we've got Roma in the semi-final. I completely forgot. We played Roma in the group stage of this competition. The other semi-final is Barcelona versus Liverpool. But if we go back to the group stage, and you guys may have realised this, and I just completely forgot. Where are we here? What group were we in? Here we are here. So Roma were actually second in our group. Now, if you remember, we had a 4-4 draw with them away from home, having really been in a comfortable place to win. And then we beat them 2-1 at home. So, based off of that, you'd say we're a pretty good chance of getting to the final. So that is very, very exciting indeed. But speaking of getting to a final, we have the semi-final of the FA Cup here. We are favourites against Leicester, though not the heaviest of favourites. You can see historically we have a decent record, though we've won half our games against them. 5 draws and 2 defeats as well. Frank Lampard is their manager these days. He's a very, very good manager indeed. Decent coach as well. A passing, adventurous style of play. If you have a look, we can see they lost to Spurs last time out. We could have done us a favour there, Leicester. They were expecting a similar sort of formation from them. We can see they do tend to attack down the right-hand side. You can see they're sort of shifted over that way. And their passing network is very much down that right-hand side as well. So Michelotti is going to have a very busy day today, I would imagine. We can see their key passes. They're a little bit more direct, perhaps. And this is the team that we're sending out. It is Martinez in goal. It's Suisi and Soleil at the back. It's Scott, Garner and Michelotti. Lucianinho and Mabry's fit. He comes back into play in midfield. Diallo comes into play behind Matt Keach, Mr. FA Cup. And, of course, Fetayap goes up top with him as well. All right, and here we go. They have come out as we were expecting them to, so that is always a good thing. Bowen says, do it for the fans. I just feel like I do like to take the pressure off. There's no pressure on your performance tonight. No, we went calm, didn't we? We went calm in that other game, and it worked out okay. If you play your game, you'll win. That takes some pressure off, doesn't it? Then we'll go with the passion that we have faith again, and hope that the same trick works twice, and we can go and put on another 3-0 performance here. All right. Oh, here we are at Wembley. This is nerve-wracking times, isn't it? It's almost worse being a game that you kind of think that we should win, because it feels like we have everything to lose and not really anything to gain, but let's see if we can get an early goal here. 8-9 minutes gone. Michelotti with a throw in there for Garner. Garner spreads it wonderfully wide there. It's there for Scott. He cuts back in, and Scott has tucked it under the goalkeeper, and he has his second goal of the episode. Jack Scott is having an absolute barnstormer, and we're 1-0 up inside 10 minutes. What a start that is. We'll tell him to concentrate. Michelotti back to Garner. A wonderful pass from Garner. Good first touch from Scott. Gets himself inside his man, and he's hit that with his left foot, has he? Not bad from a right-footed wing-back. And like I keep saying, if he could just defend, he would literally be world-class. It's just his defending aerially at the back post. It lets him down. But we'll take a 1-0 lead, won't we? That is excellent stuff. Let's demand a little bit more here. Again, the game's settling into the usual pattern where we have absolutely no possession, despite whenever I try to get some. And, but we're doing okay here. First half is ticking by, and I mean, it's never great viewing on YouTube to have this happen, but as long as we're 1-0 up and bound for the final, I don't think any of us particularly care too much. So Jack Scott's goal gives us the lead at half-time. Assertively, we're pleased, keep it going, boys. We have seen absolutely nothing from them. Diallo, could we get a little bit more from you, please, mate? And who have we got here? Mabry. Just a little bit more from you as well. I won't criticise Arp or Keach, because they're up there. I'm sure they're doing their best. They haven't really had too much to work with. Let's give it a get creative early in the half here. It's not particularly worked. I would love a second goal just to help settle these nerves. And now we've got a corner to defend, and Martinez comes out, claims it. Now, surely that's not the highlight. Rolls it out for Soleil. Because his Brentford career winding down. He's off to China at the end of this season. Michelotti with some space to run into. Michelotti goes back. Ghana to Lucianinho, to Diallo. Another ball forward. It's a nice little flick on there. Keach back to Michelotti. Can he pull it back? He gets himself into a good position and he goes himself. We had players lining up across the 6-yard box. But Michelotti's eyes lit up and he went himself. All right, another highlight begins with a goal kick. Diallo, he gets it forward, looking for Keach. Can't quite find him, and here comes Leicester back the other way. Ramos for Leicester. Goes back to his defender. Is that Ben White? It is. He must be getting on by now. And we've won the ball back. Get it wide again for Michelotti. This time, can he provide an assist? It's a decent ball. It's headed back. This is becoming a long old highlight, isn't it? The goalkeeper has it for Leicester. He lumps it forward. Can we get to that, please? Oh, we can't. I don't like where this is headed. It's been too long of a highlight for Leicester to have the ball at this end of the field. Soleil can't stop him. Ball to the back post. Is it offside? It is offside. We've got away with one there. Concentrate, boys. Concentrate, concentrate, concentrate. And it's Scott defending at the back post. No, that's Michelotti, isn't it? I'm sorry, Scott. That's not you. But anyway, he was offside, so it's okay. We've got away with it. Diallo's not having a great game at that number 10 role. We have so many games coming up. The day of, or the week of the Roma, I think it's the second leg. Or no, between the two legs. Here we go, Scott getting forward. He gets the crossing. Keach is there. It's headed away. Michelotti should pick that up. But yeah, in between the two legs of the Roma semi-final, we have 2 league games. You have to play like a Tuesday, Thursday, and it's there, and it's Hannibal Mabry with his 11. We'll worry about that, the fixture pile up later on, because it's 2-0 to us now. And we are half an hour away from a third consecutive FA Cup final. Michelotti did so well, didn't he? Got himself into some space, a 1-2 with Lucianinho, good crossing, and Hannibal Mabry. It's not the first time we've seen him score a header like that this season either. And that is 2-0 and wonderful stuff. Yeah, we have to play Roma on the Tuesday, say, or the Wednesday. We have a Saturday game, a Tuesday game, and then we have another game against Roma. Or there's a Thursday. Anyway, we have 2 games, basically. We have 4 games in a week. 2 Champions League games and 2 league games. So that's going to really stretch the squad. And that's where someone like Matteo being out injured is really, really going to hurt us. Suisi goes back to Martinez. And of course, I'm a little bit concerned something like that could actually derail our league campaign as well. Because at some point, we're going to have to take a risk on team selection. Matt Keach gets past his man. Mr. FA Cup goes back to Michelotti. Can he get a cross in? It's a decent one. Arp's there, and Arp's header is just over the bar. Arp has got off the boil a little bit, hasn't he? I was going to give him some praise, but we'll wait till after this highlight. Mabry's picked up a loose header there. He goes back for Scott. Let's see what he can do. Back to Diallo. Mabry to Arp. We've got Scott in space if we want to find him. Ghana, he does go out there and find him. We've got Keach and Michelotti at the back post. Scott goes down. It's going to be a penalty, surely. And it is a penalty. And this would seal it, wouldn't it? Is it Fete up? It is Fete up. This would be a nice way to end the goal drought, Fete. Come on, mate. Can he send us to the final? He can! And with 10 minutes to play, we're 3-0 up. And that should be that. A 15th goal of the season for Fete up. Goal drought over for him. Or maybe it wasn't. It certainly feels like a goal drought by Fete standards, doesn't it? And it's 3-0. And again, it's Jack Scott playing a massive, massive role in the build-up to a goal there. We'll leave the players on there that are on there. We'll keep the players on the bench fresh. There's no need to make a change. We are going to win this game. Or I shouldn't say that, should I? There's still a few minutes to go here, but we're going to win this game. We'd probably a little bit better if I went off of attacking, wouldn't we? Here come Leicester getting forward. Now, they are no doubt just streaming men forward at this point. Ramos' shot goes high, wide, and handsome. And, well, they're anxious, and that's because they know they're a beaten side. There's 30 seconds to play. They're not going to score 3 goals in that time. They are going to score 1, though. Ernesto with his 15th of the season. Martinez loses his clean sheet with 15 seconds to play. And, well, I mean, and ultimately, it literally doesn't matter, does it? It's just... It just gives the Leicester fans something to cheer on their way out of the stadium. It doesn't matter if it's offside game. It really doesn't, because that is us back in the FA Cup final for a 3rd year in a row. What an achievement that is. And Jack Scott, again, for the 2nd time this episode, he's the hero. Don't let that performance go to your heads, boys. So there we go. Leicester are beaten by Brentford. Brentford see off brave Leicester. Semi-final done. More money. I tell you what, we've made about 11 or 12 million pounds this episode. That's not too bad. Fete up ends his goal drought. It was 10 hours, so it was actually a bit of a goal drought. Scott, I'm running out of superlatives for him. What an episode that was from him. Only paying him 18 grand a week as well. And the French boss is looking at the entire team of Brentford to play for his French national team. Before we end the episode, let's wait and see who we're going to get in the final, so we'll be back in just a second for that. So it is a replay of last season's final. It's Brentford versus Liverpool for a second consecutive year at Wembley for the FA Cup. We got past them last year. Can we do it again? Well, we'll find out in a few episodes' time here. But guys, that is it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. A wonderful, wonderful episode from our boys. But look at this fixture pile up in a month of football. 17th is our next game. The final scheduled game right now is the 19th of May. And look at those games. It is a massive, massive fixture pile up. And we're going to do really, really well to be able to go on and win everything. And that loss of Medio, I keep coming back to it. It's devastating. But as I said, that'll do it for today. We'll be back next time. Chelsea away. It's one of the last major tests we have in the league. And then we will have the home leg, the first leg against Roma in the Champions League semi-final. Can we take a big, big step, towards both the Premier League and the Champions League final if we can get 2 wins there? We'll find out next time, guys. Take care.